Welcome back, everybody, to Warlord of SBAS plays Torment, Ties of Numenera, episode 87. Last time we opened the maw over here and discovered some techno waypost or something. We'll go back to there soon.
I'm ready.
But first, we're gonna finish off some side questing we need to do. So won't that be fun, y'all? Deep, deep, deep. Hey, you guys. I open the door, you can go. Sought have we, but alternate routes to the anchorage remain closed. Our fortune has it been better? I found a mall to Little Nihilus. Little Nihilus. It looks like it leads to your anchorage. Oh, I have too many ciphers. Okay. For the first time, a broad smile cracks her face. A savior, truly the opener of ways, who can rescue marooned travelers. She turns and speaks to her crewmates. Talent asking, blah, blah. She turns back to you and presses a small device in your hand. It's useful, old but reliable. Ah, this man is a skilled navigator in this realm of flesh. At last we all will return home, to Anchorage that is. Alright.
I'll remember that.
Sweet. I think Renju's level. Yep. Alright, before that. Changing tool, 150 on the quick frame task, on smashing task. Ooh, yes. Ren, you can definitely have that. That's super useful for you with your quick fingers. Steal everything. Alright, Ren. What are we going to level with you? Select one of the following options to spend your experience points. Blah, blah, blah. Let's increase some stat pools on her. Get a little more, speed on her. Oh, apparently she's feeling good about this. That was super quiet. You guys probably did not hear that. Alright. Let us run all the way back to the beginning. I thank God. Whatever I do is best. Wahaha. Deep, 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 Dormant ties will not stop you from taking any other blah blah blah. Alright.
Let's go.
Now we gotta go over here, tell her that about her ship people.
Of course.
Gwen. Annie? I took care of Rang. He won't be bothering you or anyone ever again.
I'll remember that.
Her eyes twinkle with understanding and a small grin appears on her face, then quickly disappears. She almost looks guilty about it. How peculiar, she says. In any case, please accept this and thanks. If Ranga is truly gone, I can afford a little access. She hands you a little pouch from her pockets, and feel free to slip here at any time, no charge. Sweet. I'm more glad than I ought to be that someone is dead. Has this place made even me bloodthirsty? Could find them all. Alright. Sure. I don't really need to sleep right now. Snacks are good. Oh, that's what I had to do. I had to talk to him. Are you still interested in exploring the bloom, my friend? Are you still interested in exploring the bloom, my friend? Or it has reached these humble years of the new mall, open now near the court of Kata in Old Nihilus. If it leads to the place I recall, which I thought long gone, may contain device of great value indeed. If I did not have pressing business here, I should explore it myself. But I forgot myself. What can I help you out with today? Gristler tells me the trade post is gone devoured. His voice sharpens and his gaze intense. You have agreed to my terms, do you know? Tell me that they cannot fulfill your end of the bargain? I think not. You're resourceful. Blah blah blah. Do what I say. I've heard that you have sought the cortex of anchors before. He bowed slightly. Indeed, as I mentioned, I have an interest in unique artifacts, and I occasionally fund expeditions to find these artifacts. When the bloom opens in the anchorage, I offered a reward to a team that could bring me into extra treasure from this location. Alas, the last just caught and persecuted my employees. As well as when we have concluded our business with the amulet, I may have a proposition for you. Alright. Since I have an item now that I can bring people to me, I might, let's see. I might drop her in, just for now. Just so I can have the conversation with him. What are you doing, Rin? Crazy girl.
Did you want something?
Just report ways for now. You know what? Why? You said you'd help me. Is it something I did? Alright, maybe I could just... Alright, she's gonna have a hissy fit. Okay, you go away. Now you stop. Takes a moment to look around. His eyes widening, contracting, widening again. Blubber says at last, when it feels like interest. Can I examine you again? Eyes again? But the thing is missing. Alright. Alright, that was not what I was hoping for. But waits for now. Contract as the light momentarily blind you. Then it's back again, it's gone. Excellent. He's so much less needy than the others. Alright. Use item. Tiber. Sure, lad, Tiber says, seemingly at ease with the presence of a sudden voice in his head. Let me find my shadows and I'll be right there.
Deadly look. All right.
Soft buff Tiber appears beside you. Cool. Tiber. You're still weak as hell. Alright. I was supposed to talk to you when I had Tiber on my team. Dracon's flat eyes rove quickly across you, measuring and studying it. In a glance, he smiles warmly, but his eyes remain hard. You return more quickly than I had anticipated. Do you have something for me, perhaps? Perhaps I can do something for you? You said you had something to say to Tiber? Here he is.
Making a note.
He turns to Tiber. Old friend! Let us resume our acquaintance, shall we? Oh, is that blood? Do you have a joyful reunion? Tiber's jaw drops, his face goes pale. I don't know. How did you know? His eyes seek yours in mute appeal as his take a question take out his breath from him and leave him for one speechless. Avagan and Dracagon? How, oh gods, the ring. Say nothing. I haven't seen him in years. Tiber managed at last, staring at Dracagon with a mixture of fear and hopelessness. How did he know him? If his clenches, where is he? I really couldn't say. Dracagon says at all concerned. He found me through the ring. That ring you gave me in reparation for the incident. I returned it to. I turned it off, and he came running, assuming you were dead. Until a smile crosses his face. I told him I would help him find you in exchange for his services. He arches an eyebrow, but then he vanishes. Frankly, I had assumed that Bleh found you and reneged on our deal. I turned it off on purpose. I was curious who would link themselves to him. Bleh would never do that, Tiber says, how hotly then flashes. He's a man of his words, and well, you have to admit that you do have a fearsome reputation. And Bleh wouldn't want to cross you. He taps his chin. This just presented a problem then. Bleh pledged a year of service to me in exchange for a certain amount of information, and, well, now he's vanished. I thought of using the paired mind link ring. Give me a collateral in order to track him down. Then realized that anything that could have befallen the poor man here in the bloom. And besides, who am I to stand between two long-lost lovers? Perhaps you might be more inclined to seek him out than I? See here, you can have your ring back. May it be useful to you. He smiles to you and bows. My apologies, but I simply had to make sure that Tiber and Blah. I do look forward to hearing of the successful resolution of our agreement. If he didn't run off, I wonder what happened to him, and whether anybody crossed him. Okay.
Of course.
Interesting. Where's the item? Oh, it's in the quest item, obviously. The ring is plain and transparent. Tiber rolls it with his thumb constantly spinning around his fingers. Alright, maybe I had to talk to Tiber? Tiber.
I knew.
He paces over a small pasture ground as though caged. I knew he was here, and that he was looking for me. I should have. He trails off and pulls the ring Draken gave him from his pocket. Grazes in his palm and meets your eyes. Heartbeat, he says. They work by skin contact. So I know if he was. He bites his lip and pulls his finger over the ring. I couldn't have. I was too scared. What he'd think of me, yes, but also of myself. We have to find him. I have to find him. We'll find him. Thank you, he says, nodding. I just want to talk to him. Set a few things right. If that's still possible. He swallows and slips the ring into his onto his finger. What happened anyway? Isn't time, blah blah blah. I don't want to talk to you. What do you think he is? He's tired, begins touching the ring on his hand. Closing his eyes, your eyebrows wrinkle in discomfort and confusion. He's somewhere in Little Nylash. Alright, we've been there before, we can do that. Alright.
Yeah, that's something I could do.
Yep. It's something I could do. Wonder if I should have him kill me just so I can go into my mind. I think I'll do that. There's memories I put in my head. I want to talk to him. I saw another concert like that. Blah blah blah. Last of my sailing comrades. Yes, I'm aware of his presence in the Tinker's house. Multicolored lights flash from a construct's head in quick, agitating succession. Come to this place together, two brothers in arms, seeking respite from the unrelenting members that tormented us both. But yet, he chose a different path from mine. A different path? The Tinker put his hands in my sibling's comrade's brain, pulled the memories out, and with them in the mind that thoughts that, and the means to think. Now my brother in arms is a gooded shell, a scarecrow standing in the Tinker's house to front off raven men. Thus has he found peace. Last words, the last word is betrayal, a hiss, barely a hiss, filled with contempt. What is the difference between what you seek? It is. Written voice is strong and certain. I seek to forget my past and start again in that possibility, no matter how remote, there is hope. To leave behind this warrior's life that makes that my maker chose for me. From above our arms, there is no hope at all. You know where I can find any moths? Not here, blah blah blah. If I'm always looking nearby, I could have sensed its birth. Alright. I want you to kill me. This is not the first time I have heard such words from a mortal. Perhaps I represent an easy death, a quick release for those who desire it, but I must disappoint you as I did the others. I will fight those who I deem challenged, but I will not kill without purpose. Ah. Come on. I was hoping to die so I can go into my mind. Now that you're gonna kill me, are you? Fine. See if I care. Hurrah.
Yes.
Nobody wants to kill me. I'm sure at some point I can get someone to kill me. Life is hard. Nobody killed me. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Let us travel. Blarp, blarp, blarp.
All right, Ren. You can do this.
Alright, Ren. You can do this. Believe in the heart of the cards and you can do it. Ren's the most talkative out of everyone. Although, in my experience, kids are quite a bit more talkative than adults. Not that that's a bad thing. Kids are adorable. Especially my niece. I'm just saying. Alright. So, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was looking for somebody. Mutant. Delana. Wanderer. Mutant. The Crimper. Don't see anyone. Would the Wanderer be his friend? Could that be possible?
Yes.
Right. Nothing. So he's in
Trust
Little
and
Nylash.
loyalty are our bonds.
Don't know where that is. Crimper. Nope, nothing there. Only place that is in his maw. Maybe if I talk to the leader?
Now.
Hey, have you heard, seen Blow? Nope. If I talk to him well here. Some strange strangled sound comes from the girl at the front of the tank. Before you go, what came of the device that found that bound her hair to her prison? Do not lie to me, human. Blah, blah. I have it. Let me return it. Well, thanks, friend. It has served me well for years. Alright. So that didn't work, and I lost that.
Gods, I hate this place. A man likes to see a nice blue sky over his head, possibly with several naked lads and lasses in the way, asking if I had a nice nap and would like a drink. Not intestines and the like. Hope you're not planning a long stay.
Say no, lad. Please say no. Only as long as it takes to find the first cast off. Ah, so the rest of our short and painful then. Fine. Not too late to move on.
I'll remember.
Where do you think he is now? Somewhere in this place, he says, staring around the Little Nylash with a hint of desperation. Visibly steeling himself, he touches the ring with his opposing hand. Old pain, he gasped. Digging stinking trash. Hunger. He jerks his hand away as though it would burn. Something wrong. He feels different. So he's different. I wonder if it's this guy.
Why not?
Huh. Not sure. Feels different, huh? Jeez. I have no idea. No. Hell with it. I'm gonna cut his thing open. Cause screw it. Couple open the mon flesh. I'm just pissing off the balloon because you know what? Okay. Before he can act, you lunge forward, pull open the sorted man's clothes. Slash a new bloody set of lips into the twisted mouth and the chest and open it. The balloon roars in agony and the ground beneath your feet shudders with palpable rage. Wind peers through the portal and there will be on. She slumps. Following her gaze, you find Anna staring at his her return, a curious expression on his face. Of course. Never thought I'd see her again after the way she tore out of here. A pale, transparent figure steps out from whatever world lies on the other side. He turns this way and that, perhaps attempting to get his bearings. Seeing Anton and his maw directly behind him, he scampers off to decide to create some personal space. Oh, finally noticing you, he gives you a cheery wave. Hello. Shaking days, and Tazan closes nail bloody clothing over the wounded maw and gives you a tremulous smile. He does not seem to remember your abuse. Alright. Who are you? This pale, ghostly figure wears outlandish clothing and horn helm. Opaque, tangled scars from a unfamiliar weapon loop curl over his transparent body. Oh, he says, tilting his head. Have you found my brother yet? One of those trips I'll stop being surprised. One of these trips I'll stop being surprised. Never met before. Huh, of course we have, he says, holding his large helmet in place. Alright, this is the first time we met, isn't it? He straightens, holding out his hand formally. Hello, I'm not even gonna pretend I can pronounce that. And I've been traveling through the time and looking for my brother for millions of years. Nice to meet you. Bet he tries this time. Won't my hand go right through yours? Damn, he says, grinning. Every time we do this, I hope you'll fall for it, and you almost never do. At any rate, let me know if you see my brother, huh? You came out of the maw. Are you connected to the balloon? To the what? He looks around. Oh, no, I'm not. I just sort of, well, let's call it swim between places. Following currents, you know. Someone pulled a plug, and here I am. How many times have we spoken? Good question, he says, consulting an invisible mental list just above your head. Thousands, I'd say. Always a pleasure, mind you. Though I do not know why we keep running into each other. I don't see anyone else more than once. He squints. If I'd had to guess, it's your relation with the tides. But I don't mind. It's nice to seeing a familiar face. He's probably the closest thing to a friend I have. Where are the scars from? Scars, he says, looking down. Oh, those look painful. No idea. I have to say I'm glad I don't remember, though. Are you a ghost? I like to think so, he says, shrugging, but I don't really remember dying, just the traveling and searching. And you think that this helmet would keep moving around if I was, you know, spectral. He flashes a grin. On the other hand, I seem to remember promising my brother I'd hunt him down. Then I died. So that's some evidence to the other side. What does your brother look like? Well, sort of like me minus the helmet, he says, thinking. He's from a world out long ago, so he might be wearing. He pauses. All right, I do this every time we meet. It's just that I usually go centuries between running into you, and I always forget that you can't have possibly seen him. He winks, but there's a torch, such a sorrow in it. So let me know if you see him, huh? It's always worth a shot. I won't give up on him. What's the helmet about anyway? So glad you asked, he says, and looks at it. I love this story. He centers the helmet on his head. I ended up on this battlefield once. As well, I hadn't gone well for the side wearing these helmets. I walked up this blackened hill and followed the shouting, and I thought I was probably a city once, but it was on fire and covered in black flames. Shakes his head, and helmet doesn't move with him. There were just two fighters left, the big man wearing this helmet and her. She was huge and made of screaming shadows. And some black fire. And then the warrior charged at her. Roaring, she just touched him. She touched him and he fell over, twitching and burning. He looks up at you. One of these times you told me that she was called the Sorrow. Since this is the first time we've met, I'm guessing you have some questions for me. Your perception of time is a little confusing. He says, it's very clearly on my end. The Sorrow destroyed a city? Big one, around the size of three sages and the bloom. He says, but the people in the city were abusing their ties in some way. From what you told me about the Sorrow, the sort of thing makes her really unhappy. He straightens the helm again. But I don't think they deserved advance despite whatever they'd done. So I took the helmet off the warrior when he, stopped melting a bit. Now I carry it with me to remind me of them. Hold on, you know about the tides? Oh, of course I do, he says. Then raises your thing. Sorry forgot. First time I know. He yawns. They pull me from place to place like normal tides do. It's why I keep seeing different times and places and never stop in any one place for long. Tides don't rest, and neither do I. He yawns again, even wider. It's a little tiring sometimes, or at least I think I'm tired, which is probably the same thing. Hey, he says, focusing on you. Can you actually sense the tides flowing through me? No. Well, let's fix that, he says, cracking his ghostly knuckles. Before you can react, he thrusts all 5 fingers through your chest. The feeling isn't unpleasant. In fact, you feel the tides searching through his arm, through you. And you see them carving back over your shoulder and back through him, binding you together. There, he says. It should be easier for you to sense the tides now. Just remember that she's out there. Flowing around the tides doesn't seem to make her mad. Abusing them, I don't recommend it. Skill level and title, if any, has been increased by 1. Current skill level is specialized. Sweet. I wonder if that's what I needed to do for Kyber, can you go away for just a second? I'll call you back. Blah blah blah. Alright. I'll talk to you in a sec. Oh, now I need to get But I'll get Omen next time. So until next time, remember embrace the chaos or you'll go mad. Bye.